Went to Lake Norman this morning right when the sun came up. Had high expectations. Expected to catch a lot of fish today with the overcast. Here's a fish right here. Come up and bust it twice. A little, probably spotted bass. First cast. And then here's the second cast. Skitter walk coming through. Bam. Decent sized largemouth comes up and hits it. 2 casts in, 3 bites. I'm thinking it's going to be a great day. It's right when the sun came up. It was pretty cool and overcast yesterday, and then today it's supposed to be nice and cloudy all day and not that hot, a high of 80, and yesterday was only like a high of 72. So I expected to catch some fish today. Hopefully the fish would be moving up, but this just got my hopes up for nothing. This is right before my friend came. I done told him I caught 2 fish. He thought we were going to kill them today, and after this it got real slow. These first 2 fish, I hit my normal areas I usually hit, and maybe that's why they're the same pattern they've been in since midsummer. It's been a struggle. That was a decent, little over 2-pounder. And then, well, here's 3 minutes later, I catch another one, largemouth again. Well, on the end of the cast, right in the rocks, this little flat on Queen's Landing right there, there's got the riprap, and then it's like a flat, and then it drops off deep. Good place where fish like to come up and feed early in the morning. After that, it's really not a good spot, but sometimes in the marina, you can catch a few fish around the pontoon boats and docks on the Cinco, but today, just got these 2 real quick, and I thought it was going to be a good day. That point over there, couple other places, I thought I was going to have a good, that's why I started putting the Bassin live well. I thought I was going to get 5 big fish, see what my weight would be. Thought it was going to be a great day. Then things started getting slow. We hit a few normal areas, no bites. Started being a lot tougher of a day. That's the first 2 fish, 2.1, and I didn't even weigh the little guy.
There we go. Needed a fish.
And here's a little rocky point right off the Pinnacle boat landing, right across from it. It's a good top water early morning spot. By now it's like 8 o'clock, and I got there at 6:30, so wasn't too slow yet. Still expecting to catch a lot more fish. He catches a little one on a walking bait. Little spot. Ended up my first 3 fish, as you'll see here in a second. Here's one of the whopper plopper. Didn't even have the GoPro on because that's how slow the bite was at this point. This is probably about 9 o'clock. And halfway reeling it in. He hit it really hard, the whopper plopper. This is a decent little largemouth. My first 3 fish were largemouths, surprisingly, which is unusual for Lake Norman. Got him on the little whopper plopper 90, the small one. That's all I ever use at Lake Norman, really. As far as whopper ploppers, I really don't use buzz baits anymore. It's either a walking bait or a whopper plopper. Yeah, it's a decent little largemouth. It's probably about 1 3/4 pounds. And then this is about 12 o'clock. We tried everywhere, wasted a lot of gas trying to find some kind of pattern. Couldn't figure out anything. These fish were not on docks at all. We tried the points where I thought they'd be. They weren't there. The bridge, 150 bridge, I thought would be good. Nothing there. This fish was up in this tree, really shallow. Few fish we did catch were pretty shallow, really, surprisingly. I was hoping they'd move up with this cool weather we've been having, but. And here, right at the end of the day, we found a school of fish, like we did a few weeks ago out here in McQuarrie Creek, where the boat would go by, little tiny 2-inch shad would come up, and these little fish would start busting them. I caught a couple little ones off camera. He had a little crappie jig on, and he started catching some of these little guys. They were fun after not catching the fish for a long time, though. Actually caught a few little spots right here. Had a few bites. That was the biggest one I think we caught out of school. He actually had one break him off. He probably had a fray in his line from the rocks, but it was actually a decent sized fish, probably a little bit bigger than this one. on a swim bait. He threw the swim bait through here a lot. They kept just ripping his tail off because the fish are so small that we're out here busting these little shad. There might have been a few big bass. This is when a blitz came through pretty much right here. These fish were busting everywhere. If you look real hard, you see they're just all spread out. There's not like a group of them. One will hit here, one will hit 20 yards the other way, one will hit there. Little shad everywhere, but we managed a couple little guys. I pulled out the little X-Wrap, and we made at least a decent day out of it. Ended up with 8 fish altogether, or maybe 9 fish, but better than nothing. Still was a struggle. Looking forward to fall and cool weather.